At first, everything was one. Who I was as a person was clear. My identity was chosen for me through the family I was born into. Now the unity of my family is broken into two pieces. Each piece has a different story and a different way of living. Everything that I've become familiar with has changed, and I feel as if I have to choose one piece over the other. I see half of myself on each two of the pieces. Two pieces that no longer fit together. They say it doesn't matter if you're black or white, but it does. Each color has their differences, and they fight. But what happens when those colors mix? They end up fighting themselves. I've always had a feeling of not belonging. I attended Woodbury Elementary, which is a bilingual school. The only problem with that is they didn't really teach Spanish, they just taught in Spanish. And I couldn't speak or understand Spanish at all. The majority of the school were Mexican kids, with a few other races. The Mexican kids would usually make fun of me for not being able to speak Spanish. I was afraid to walk in my classroom because my teachers would always call on me and ask me for the answer in Spanish when I clearly didn't know the answer, and everyone would just laugh. And to top all that off, I was an introvert. Other kids enjoyed playing outside or talking to each other, but I was more interested in sitting inside and drawing, and that is still true to this day. I was also really interested in science, and I would always get really good grades on my tests and report cards. Even though I like science, I was much more interested in art, but I was always pressured into getting a career in STEM instead of art. I was stuck between science and art for a long time. I wasn't sure if I should go with the safe route and pursue a science career, or take a risk and go into art. Eventually, I got into the science-bound program. I was too young to know what a full-paid tuition was, so I wasn't really that interested, especially since my love for science wasn't as strong. But about 3 years into the program, I discovered biological and pre-medical illustration, which is a combination of both art and science. To end this on a positive note, my family might have changed recently, and both sides may have different views, but they are each one side of the same coin. One side is Mexican and the other is white, and they both have values and rules they live by in order to live their best lives. I appreciate both sides of me, and I'm lucky to get to see through the eyes of both sides. Also, I apologize if I sound gross. I probably have the flu and I'm really tired. Also, I just wanted to show you how I've been recording that this whole time. I don't have a camera, I only have my phone, so I would put my phone like this and have the camera right here and then my notebook here. And I couldn't see what I was doing.